Right, good evening, everyone. Welcome. Hi, Paul. Welcome to the Monday Military Madness series. Today, we are back in Wotopia for some fun action on the Loop de Loop course. It's one of the newer rides, newer courses that we've had recently. Bear with, if I sound distracted for some reason, there's a lot of lag going on, so fingers crossed, it's going to sort itself out. But we'll see, won't we? As people start moving, we'll go over to the different riders. Hopefully, it won't be as much stress, but we will see what happens. Worst case, worst, we'll just have to go to one screen and go from there. So yeah, welcome to Monday Military Madness. We are on race 4, event 5 out of 6. And where we find ourselves, say, on Wotopia. So far, we've had a really good series. Actually, lots of riders have been taking part in this series from across all the different services. For those that are new, we do the we're basically hosting this Monday Military Madness. It's for RAF, Navy, and Army services, all having a good race and having some fun competition. There are predominantly it's the individual standings that we consider. However, we potentially do swap look at the service standings as well, but they're more aimed at just a bit of friendly competition. So yeah, if you're in, I see already that Paul and Tim are saying hello in the chat. If you are watching, say hello. Let us know how you're doing and how you're all faring before the race. But yeah, should be a good one today. Loop de Loop's quite a punchy course. There's two ends essentially where you do have a little bit of a kick. So yeah, it's an interesting one for sure. And very good opportunities for people that might want to fancy breaking away. So we're watching the A categories at the moment on main screen. We've got 7 riders about to set off. So yeah, let's see what's going on. Once everyone's moved off, we'll see who's in what and who's doing what, and then we'll kind of go from there. Let me just see if I can do anything more. This video, tune in, Coda, go for. If that makes any difference, we'll see. Gentle spin tonight. I've no Ben. Yeah, so Ben Spittle. Yeah, in the seas. Unfortunately. There we go. Right, cool. Nearly lost everyone. We're moving, and we look like we're moving okay, which is the important thing, isn't it? So let's have a look at who we've got. Oh, Mr. M. Zimbo. You are not wanting to zoom out. Come on, zoom out. Oh, okay. Let's see. I currently just sat in one position, which is hand. There we go. Right. Come on. Wants to fight me. Oh dear. Always a good start, isn't it? When the camera doesn't want to do what you want it to do. So, yeah, that's why, because there is someone that's been. Oops. Hold on a second. Right. Sorry, I was always start these things, some kind of technical difficulties. And I don't know why. For some reason, my. Right. There we go. We're back in. Apologies there. Bit of a mess around. We're good. Right. Bees have just set off. And I hope that means we can follow them shortly. See. Yep, B's are gone. Nice. Might have to drop some streams here, but we'll see. We'll see what we can do. Right. Let's hope it will sort itself out, shall we? So yeah, back with the A's currently. So got Mark and Rob McEwen, both for the Army there. Good so far. Nice and steady we go. Right, let's bring it over to the B, shall we? See how that looks. More riders, so definitely a bit more of a draw. But we are good. So yeah, we may have to drop a screen, unfortunately, because I think things are becoming a little bit too much. Something's happened. Right, bear with. I'm gonna have to sacrifice a screen for the greater good. There we go. Right, okay. That seems to have fixed some of it. We're just going to have to work between the two. Right, yep. So back, where are we? Right, we're looking at Rich Smith currently. We've over at the B's, and we've gone up the first little punchy part. So we've gone over the S's, and now we're at the punchy part. Well, more effort, love. What's in the new? Hi, Will. Good for you to come along, say hello. How's your little travelling going? All having a good time, I hope. Yes, from the Alps. Yeah, how is your journey going? Hope you're having a good time. So yeah. Anyway, let's focus on the race, shall we? Right, Rich Smith. Yeah, so we've got a few riders a lot of the riders from the Army. P. Deering though over the Royal Navy, our senior service. So they went over that little kicker there. They've kind of brought it all back. So far, no, it doesn't look like we've got any major gaps. We've got 27, 30 riders-ish. All looking good so far. And then we've got, Jay Johnson there, RAF. Always like to check out the RAF got their New Jersey on. Which they do. Wonderful. Looking good there. I think it's Jack, I think his name is. Wonderful. John Mead, Army try. Another little punch we're coming up to now. Some rider there at the front. Not sure who that is. Mr. Val Green. Epic. Weather's amazing, location amazing. Just tuning in now to watch some legs getting shredded. Oh, good. Well, I'm glad you've come and checking out the coverage. Rich Smith there. Army cycling. The chair. Wanting to try and bridge that over, or is he just trying to cause some gaps? Maybe going for a bit of a solo breakaway. Starting things early, which is good though. That's good fun. So it's going to be 3 laps anyway of this course for the A's and B's. So that will be fun for them for sure. Their legs would tell us differently. But yeah, there's already a nice little gap here, 3 seconds. 3 second gap already. I don't know why that was on that screen. 3 sec Everything's going crazy today. Right, so yeah, who we got? Rich is with a Paul S and a M Val Green. And I've got a little bit of a solo break. And or not, like a little breakaway. A Murray, we've got there Jay Powell. So a few other riders decided they want to try and get over there. What they need to be careful of is they don't bring anyone else with them. So yeah, good start so far. And is this Vivoso, right? Yeah, because of the way the pack is, when everyone can see everyone, we've actually got a situation now where the A's have caught up with the the B's have caught up with the A's because of the size of the packs and because we're keeping everyone together in a kind of so everyone can see everyone for a bit of the coverage. So already we've got some of the A's already doing some damage. Who is this rider here? Oh, Jay Phillips. I'm just going to move over to Jay Phillips here. Anyone know who this guy is? Because that is an interesting looking jersey, isn't it? Isn't what I think it is it? Okay, anyone chat want to help me out here? But anyway, yeah, let's get back to the race, shall we? For the B, shall we? Because it looks like I said, there's already been a bridge and there's already some riders caught up. So what we're going to find now is that probably with the help of the B, of the A, some of these Bs are going to try and make split. Now, pushing forward, got Matt Davis here. So some have already caught up now. We've got another gap. Ben Spittle there. I just saw him in the thing. He's been a promotion into the Bs from the Cs. Slightly unfortunate because there was an interesting competition going on between himself and a few other riders, but it is what it is. Yeah, it looks like everyone's kind of brought themselves back in. Slightly swell it a larger pack now because I say we've got the A's as well. It is what it is. We're going to try and see if we can find the C's. So just bear with. We're all looking okay so far. Right. Sea-Cat rider. Tim, you are a Sea-Cat rider, Tim. Of course. Okay, there you go. Right. Tim started riding because he knows I'm about to watch him, has he? So we're coming down anyway. So on the with the Bs, we're just hitting back to the bottom. We're going to actually have the steep cheeky climb coming up in a second. My iPad is also deciding that it wants to give up the chase as well. It is stringing out. You're all right, Rich. It is stringing out. So we have got another climb coming. So shall we stick with the Bs a slightly little bit longer? I am watching the Cs. I'm going to try and track the Cs for now as well. But it's just for everyone's interest, yeah, the Cs have got a bit of a split going on. Craig Scott is trying to cause some damages on the S's. And they're just coming into the downtown Wotopia as well, which you actually can see on the screen. Let's move back over to the Bs. We're on Ben Spittle at the moment. I mentioned Ben got an upgrade. Probably not ideal for him with the time, but it is what it is. It's good that people are getting upgrades, though. It shows that they are progressing. I mean, it's even here or there. As long as people are out there enjoying themselves, that's all really matters. Lee Jones to win the Bs. All right, okay. You've put your... Is Lee Jones in? I've not seen Lee Jones around yet. I'm not saying that you're not wrong. I'm just saying that I've not seen him. Yeah, Lee is a... Does he have the punch? That's the question. This is that part of the course now. So who's that that's come off the front there? Come on, catch up, catch up. Probably, if I'm a betting man, the reason why I can't see it is because I don't know. Paul. Yeah, that must be an ACAT rider that's decided to go off the front. It will be, won't it? Yeah. So looking at the blobs, they're ACAT, so decided to attack there. Can't select them at the moment, but it looks like that would be Rob McEwen and Mike. To answer your question, Will, Cy Howe is not racing today. Not that I've seen him anyway. When I was looking at the pens earlier on, I did notice that Cy was in the A category pens, so I don't know if he was intending to ride in the A's. But that was what I noticed earlier on. Unless he clicked the wrong button, so he could be amongst here, but I've not seen him yet. Here we go, up we go. So we've got Paul from TFC, who's just leading the charge. We've got A. Murray there, slightly behind him. And then we've got the group behind, the larger group then. A few other riders, John Mead being one of them, Army Try, to name a few. Rich Smith with the Bulldog, say the Bulldogs, is normally the team that we ride under for the B-Cats. They're all keeping together. There's this little group here, and then Ben Spittle is just getting spat out, which is a shame, considering it's his first time in Bs. He's done really awesome so far, and hopefully he might be able to just carry it on. He's with Paul Spence as well, back on the saddle. He's been out of action for a while due to an illness, but he's back in. So Lee Jones or Rich Smith for the Bs then. Okay. So Ben, all Ben needs to do is easier said than done, isn't it? But Ben, like notice there, 4.4 watts per kilo. Yeah, he's trying to get back over to Paul, which is the right thing to do. Let's get together. Let's work together. We've got then down here Jay Breeks from the Royal Navy and that with a little group. And there you go. There's Lee Jones Will. So he's unfortunately already back in 16th. Now, that doesn't mean the race is over. We've got 3 times up here. Come on, Paul Spence. Yes, for sure. Paul, actually, I think is in chat as well. So we'd like to know that you're giving him a cheer on there. And then we've got this group here. Now, let's quickly move over to the C's because we've got Craig Scott here. So everyone came back over with the C's. And we are kind of like at this state normal right now. We've got a little bit of a gap, though. Timmy there, just in that group. Don't forget John Mead. John Mead, Serious Machine, for sure. For sure, Rich. Paul holding on for dear life and able to message at the same time. You're right, John, though. Rich. John is a definite serious contender. This one, I reckon, is attrition for both the A's and the B's. And I'm sure, and I believe John will have all the talent there to be able to hold on and manage his efforts wisely so that he's not actually burning too many matches too early on. So, but we're still watching the C's currently. We've got Timmy. Oh, and what's happening with my screen? My tablet has decided that it just wants to do its own thing, which is grand. All right. So where were we? Tim, anyway. So there's now a bit of a split on the C's. Let's push ourselves up forward. Craig doing his best to... But we're doing good. We're doing good. Right. So whilst I'm just having a pause because I am now switching accounts to try and find some D category riders because I think it's about time that we do go over and see what the Ds are doing. We will quick. So let's find... Right, while I'm talking... No. Do that again. Go, right. I don't know why we are on 3 screens. Honestly, my tablet is having a right night. We're sitting in the French Alps with a glass of wine, highly entertaining. Oh, more probably entertaining was me trying to find out why everything is doing different things. Right, so let's move up to the front of the pack anyway. So we was looking at Michelle there. M. Whitaker, though, looks like he's the lead guy for the forces. And then we've got Emma Price there that is sat quite comfortably. Come on, Ozzy, stay on the beast. Right, give me a second. Let's go and check on the these. Let's give them some time as well. Let's have a look. They are now just suffering up the climb. So a familiar rider there, Michelle. I think that's the first time Michelle's been riding with us. So hi, Michelle. Great that you're back on. But by popular demand, let's go back to the B, shall we? Okay. Ben Spittle, Nick H. Let's go, Matt Whitaker. Oh, we've gone too far. That's Lee Jones. Right. So yeah, the guys are just about to finish their first lap in the Bs. And here we are. So we've got a little group here that's got. All right. Okay. Yeah. And I was wondering why, but that would be the A cat riders that have just sat with Paul and the likes, which is cool. And then we've got Rich Smith and the kind of chasing group right now with Matt Davis as well. John Mead. Oh, did I say I did see a Nick H before I decided to go rogue? There's not much here. There is what? So between this group and the one behind, it's 30 seconds. So it's not broken away straight away. But these nice little groups, small groups, but another rider there looked like they were trying to bridge over. Rich Smith, I think, being one of them, pushing it on. The C's are currently on their way down the descent now, so they're going into it. And just for everyone's awareness, so in the C cat, Craig Scott is still in that lead group, and then there's about 6 seconds between him, Tim Collins, and a few other Army riders. But I do like to look out for while we are. There you go. I just want to give Rachel a shout because she was in the Facebook group. No, not yet. No. So just go say hello to Rachel. There you go. Leading the way for the most senior service. 23rd currently in the C categories. So the highest place in the GC competition for the Navy and the services. Still representing and still riding. It's great that she's getting involved in every week. So yeah, great to have you on as always, Rachel, and thank you. Let's get back over to the B's before the comment or my before when Rich start having a go. Okay, John Mead has dropped a wattage bomb. Are you watching it from another channel? Are you? Right. Okay. So John Mead. Let's see. We're all worried about where John is. Oh no, that's not John. It's a stationary rider. So we're second. John doesn't look like he's done anything fancy. How's Ben Spittle getting along? We can check out on Ben in a second. Oh, I can see him there. 38 seconds there. I think I saw. Yeah, 38 seconds behind that lead group. We've got Lee Jones with Peace Spence. So Liam managed to catch on with actual Paul, which is great. But Ben, what's he on? Actually, Ben is in that group as well, is he not? No, it's Lee. What did I see? Did I see him? I think, yeah, he's in with this group, which is great to see. So once again, I mean, that is a really good effort for Ben in his first sortie. John Mead there. So yeah, he's still in that group. He's not done anything fancy just yet. He is doing wonderful. Right. Okay. Second, please, team. Yeah, no, for sure, Tim. But I also agree with what the others are saying. You need to be worrying about them pedals. So another push going on. So they've called back onto that group. No one in front of the group to affect my GC. Well, so who else we got? So we got Matt Davis. Matt Davis, another strong rider within the bees. He hasn't ridden so much with us of late, but I know when he has been, he has always rode well in the big races that we've raced in the Civi side of life. Matt Davis, yep. So P Spence still out just 40 odd seconds now. So they are slowly being pulled. The gap is growing. But yeah, Rich Smith, John Mead, Matt Davis. Seeing what other services we got here. Have we got any other services in at the moment? Nick H from Army Cycling as well. That's the big ones there from the looks of things. So it's all Army there. Can you join late? I wish you could, but Rick, really do. I blame you for scheduling your holiday abroad in line with the Monday Military Madness. It's really poor planning on your part. No worries, Will. Right, okay, let's go back. So things have seemed to quieten down a little bit. That is, check what's happening over on the seas, shall we? I'm not ignoring the A's, but they are around with the they are around with the A's anyway. So now we're going to keep. Let's have a look on the A's, shall we? So we've got our Beaumont from the Royal Navy. Great. So that's our lead group within the seas. Craig Scott, our Beaumont, and then we've got us chasing group. Michaela Crook. Tim, what you doing back there? Just less time messaging, more time cycling. So that seems to be that chasing back. 12 seconds. There you go, Tim. Only 12. Work together with the rest of them. Get them in. And that, it looks like that's that for them now. Let's see if we can find some E categories. So just watch the seas and I will bring some A's in, hopefully. Okay, I think I'm just waiting for everyone to tell me that's correct. So over to the D's then. We have got M. Whitaker there leading away with L. Fountain. Christ. Got Blue Light Rider there. Kay Floyd with M. Price as well. M. Price is still in the GC. She's been riding every week. So she's in good contention for the GC competition. The other riders there, S. Williams and then Michelle. They're just heading down and starting the first lap. Wonderful. Get back over to the B's then while we're still on here. Someone told me it was a calf ride. Yeah, so what is your trip to what is your trip over there all about then? Will, Will and Rick, what's your trip doing? What's your purpose of your little jolly? Is it like a charity thing, or are you just or you've just had a little bit of a little venture abroad? Oh, wait, so we've got this lead group of B's now just doing the S's, so we're going to stick with them. Wait until they get up to the time again. Ride bikes, have fun. Oh, good. Oh, there you go. 5 days in the Alps. All right, so yeah, it is literally just a little so a riding trip. No charity, no nothing. Just warrior bonding. Sounds wonderful. Sounds wonderful, Rick. Really good. So I see the photos that you've put on Facebook. Looks really good. So yeah. While we're waiting for the bees then to get over to the Watopia.com, the Army Cycling, I heard they told the wife I was on exercise. BFG Cycling Reunion. What's the BFG Cycling Reunion, Rick? What's the BFG stand for? Just Big Friendly Giants, or? Oh, hang on. I should probably know this, shouldn't I? You're going to tell me something that's really obvious. Me and acronyms never work at the best of times. Yeah, so while I'm waiting for it to reply anyway, yeah, the Army Cycling Union was in the National Cycling Show this weekend. We had a great time, helping to do a bit of recruiting for the Army, but showcasing what Army Cycling does and what people... of course, British Forces Germany, that makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, showcasing what the Army does in cycling and what they can do. It was a really good weekend. Yeah, really good actually. Got to see a lot of people come over to speak to the stand, speak to the riders, see what we did. We had kind of two halves. We had like a half of like past and present. Hey Murray, just want to just do a bit of an attack there if I can find him again. Past and present. With what we use with bikes in regards to actual job. So we had some bikes from eras gone, and then we've got we had the Paraboys there with what the bikes that they use and that to move around in as well, which was good. And then on one side, then we had also then the Army cycling piece of what disciplines we do. We had a few these kicking off, yeah, for sure. What we do, but we had a few Watt Bike Atoms, courtesy of Watt Bike, came along, helped us out with a few set up, had a few rides, races. It was really good, and I say really well engaged by the public. They were coming over, talking to us, finding out what the hell we were doing there, and yeah, I was really interested to hear what we had to say, which was great. Yeah, had a really good time, and I got to actually meet some people that I've spoken to maybe in emails or raced with on here. But I've never met face to face, so for me that was a really good experience as well, just to see people and that. But yeah, we had actually Rich Smith leading the show. Our leader, he was there. Yeah, it was a good experience for sure. Chris Stewart as well. Steph Gloyn. Great to see so many riders taking part and going deep. Yeah, and then we had Rachel, Laura Furness. Christ, I'm terrible with the names again. Naomi, and a few other riders as well. That was there helping. And Chris Murray as well. Chris Murray as well. She had a speech. She did a chat about her experiences and that, which was well engaged as well. So yeah, it was really good time. And those that came along and said hello while we were out there as well. Thank you. Thank you for popping in and saying hello. But yeah, check out the social medias for all the posts and stuff. Right, anyway, here we go. Up we go. A. Murray, who decided to try and do something fancy at the start, then obviously realised that no one was going to go with him, and now is getting passed by people. So Rich Smith there, yeah, still keeping it steady. So we're just coming, this is like the second part of the second lap. Give you an idea. The A's and B's have got 37.4 kilometers to go. Or not to go, sorry, to finish. And what we're on, 21.1. And this is me with the right numbers. So that is the right metrics and all that stuff. So we should be around about 16 kilometers to go. So Rich Smith. Anyone else who's dropping? A. Murray, like I said, who really decided wanted to go hard. Finish is, so it's 3 laps. So they will be back. So they come down here. When they do the loop at this end, it will be when they finish the finish line for the A's and B's. For the C's, they finish on the leg towards the com, so they won't do the com the third time. So Matt Davis unfortunately has now been exited out the back, and then we've got Jay Breeks. Why do I say Breeks? Honestly, me and my brain. Lee Jones and a few others there that are rocking it. A few P. Deering. We've got Jack Johnson there with the. Let's get back to the front and see what's going on at the front. So Nick H now, he's left. Rich Smith still there, and John Mead still there. Yeah, come on, Matt. So yeah, right. Yeah, this is good. 3 riders there left from the army, and I mean, I can't see there's anyone else now. I'm having to rely on Tim stop sandbagging and pedal. I'm having to rely on the fact that these riders will the riders will have either the kit on or their name in the title. So I'm presuming that we've only got 3 services in this lead group here, which should say Nick, John, and Rich. I know that there's a bit of a friendly rivalry between Rich and John, for sure. John really bossed it on the first event, which was the individual time trial, and had a really healthy gap. But as the time's gone on, I think maybe because of the racecraft that others have on Zwift, it's probably helped close that gap, and they've been able to like save the matches for the races rather than going all out. Whereas so John is definitely a strong individual time trial, and I'm sure that if we'd had put the last race as a time trial as well, John would have most likely have pulled away or at least threatened to pull away. So there you go. So they've got up the climb there anyway. I'm going to push over to the C's because we've now got Craig Scott. Oh, of course. Well, yeah, but I haven't forgotten about the Numinator. Who can forget about the Numinator, Will? But what I haven't forgotten about is the Numinator is no longer in the GC competition because the Numinator is in the Alps, aren't you, Rick? So unfortunately, yeah, points competition, you are up there, but the GC competition, you unfortunately have now given that up, which is a shame because that was a good competition, and I know a lot of riders were gutted that you weren't able to be there and take part in that GC competition. But we will look forward to next week, and actually, I'll got some exciting news about next week's race actually. So stay tuned for that one. Right. Anyway, so Craig is decided that he really, really doesn't like anyone, and wants to be almost on his own. So he's got a Dragons rider there. Sorry, Rick. But interestingly, that has led to Tim Collins now leading that group. So we've got what? 20 seconds. Now, I'm pretty sure that gap has closed down. I'm pretty sure, Craig, that gap has closed. So during the whole time where I've been waffling and stuff, the C's have been doing some interesting tactics where even though Craig is going on his own, he's not necessarily safe. Right, so just quickly going back over to the B's, just to give you an idea then, Will, and those that are in chat. So this is now how this taking names, yeah, for sure. This will be they've got another lap at this point. If in another lap's time, this is their finish. Okay, so they'll come down and then they will bring it in. And that's the finish will be at the banner here. Will, just so your essay. Just quickly answer your he can. He's 14 seconds. That is a gap that is closing. So Timmy is now flexing. Got the Royal Navy rider Barmount. I'm sorry, when it's abbreviated, I can never remember everyone's first name. So Mr. Beaumont, Royal Navy with Tim. I'm sure you've worked together there. You could have probably done that back to back, but anyway, yeah. While we're doing that, that's fine. Come on. Whitaker. 11 seconds. No, he's not, is he? He is not typing anymore. He's focused. Oh, you don't want to be looking at that. That's... I mean, hell. My tablet's got some weird pressure points. Yeah, he'll be back. He'll be back. Sorry, Will. My tablet is doing its own thing at the moment. I use my tablet as like a bit of a stream deck as well, but it's not playing. Going rogue. Probably used too hard over the weekend. Right, so yeah, Craig Scott. Right, he's almost on his way down. 7 seconds now. What we've he's split it in half now that time. That time is in half. 4 seconds. Oh no, it's 8 seconds, Craig. So Craig is getting to the descent now. And he has got a rider that he can work with, I believe. No, is he? Who's that? Is that with him? I don't know. That's probably a B-Cat rider he's with currently. Timmy, you need to hit the pedals on this descent now. So for the C category, just for everyone's tracking, the C cats, they will come down, they will go through the start finish banner, and then it's when they go through the start finish banner the next time, which will be after they've done the S's. That's when it finishes for them. So he hasn't got long now to go. What we are 23.1 and for the D's and D's is 32 kilometers. So what, 9Ks in, 9Ks to go. So he really needs to pick the speed up. Mr. Beaumont is definitely seeing an opportunity here, and he's picking up the speed. Craig, on the other hand, I don't know what. Ooh. This is going to be interesting, that is for sure, with MCs. Right, let's go check out the D's. So we've got Matt Whitaker there, still leading the front. M Price there though. What's this? 30 seconds. Which is great. It's great. These riders haven't. These riders have not let him out really. That's a good healthy gap between them. Really good stuff. Well done. Well done. Right. Should we go back over and let's see, actually. Let's go and find the A's. Let's have a check out on the A's, shall we? See what's happening here. So we've got the A category. Right, okay. Mike Goff there. He's gone on his own. Decided that, yeah. Gone on his own. Zimbo. Rob McEwen still within the B's here. Heck. John Bissett, yeah. Nice shout to John. Good call. Right, let's find ourselves some B's. Ben Spittle. Keep pushing up to the front. Okay, so back over to the beats. So coming to this climb here now. This is that little punchy climb. People want to. Yeah, I know, isn't he? He's a machine for sure. And really does work hard at splitting that pack. Right. Yeah. So back to the front of the race for the B categories. We have got the B's on. Good, good, good. Right. So B category. See we've got any other drops. Nick's there. That A Murray is out the back now. I remember him doing a bit of a special attack. M Davis is here with him. So up the front, minute away, minute at the front. Right, have we got John's there? John's there. There's John. We've got the three protagonists in the services. Nick, John, and Rich. 151 beats per minute. Wonderful. So they've just done that small dig. They will now do the loop back to the they will now do the loop back through the S's, up the com, loop that, and then down to the finish. That is the B's then done. Rounds complete. The C's will be doing this part here that we're watching with regards to the B's. They will do this part. They'll go up, do the S's, and then they'll finish. So they just miss out the com. Just for everyone's interest, Craig has pulled away 11 seconds now. So Craig, he might be able to win this. I mean, he's with a nice sort of healthy pack of mixtures of B's and C's, which is going to help him for sure. But looking at Tim's group, they need to just be organised. That's what they need to do. Get organised. Bear in mind that they've had an extra rider now, Michaela Crook, who is with them as well and is actually pulling away and has closed that gap a little bit now. Right, quickly back over to the B's. It's just got to keep splitting, making sure. So most likely, because the riders know who their competition is, they're not maybe going to react to all the other riders. So there's some of the riders that are pulling away and deciding to make a break for it. Some of these are going to be probably just sat on and not worrying too much about it. Rightly or wrongly so. Interesting. I think every time we go over to the C's, Tim then decides to do something because Tim has now brought the gap back again. 4 seconds. 4 seconds, and we're not getting to the switchback. He's just there. This has made one exciting race, that is for sure. So yeah, Tim has, and it looks like he has managed to bridge the gap. Let's come back on. What is he on though, heart rate wise? Oh, looking comfortable. Well done there, Timmy. Brought it back in. Good, well done. Right, let's switch back over to the B's. So again, no change for them at the moment. They are coming up to reverse com. I'm not. I don't think. Yeah, don't worry, mate. Don't worry, mate. Don't worry. Don't worry. I had a heart rate issue the other day, and I was what was it? What did he have me on? He had me on a like 96. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is good. This is a good point from Will. Stop typing. More pedaling. Right. So for the B's, yeah, so they're coming in now to this this final stage now. So probably last half of the lap. I'm just going to keep an eye on the B's and C's for now. Is 2 screens going to work? Ah, look at that. 2 screens, and there they are, the right 2 screens. there we go. So looking at the B's, we're coming up to the climb. C's are just going to get to the S's now. So it looks like no other rider has or is going to try and bridge across. Beaumont has not given up for sure, but has probably spent a lot of back matches. Bear in mind that I'm pretty sure that they weren't with Tim at the start of Tim's challenge, so that they managed to catch on to Tim was beating itself. Tim is now here. We've got Craig as well. Right, so we've got a climb coming up. Is that? Hang on, is that two? Who's the other army rider amongst these? That will be from the B's, won't it? For sure. So as we've got the climb on one end, we've got a climb on the other end. So we've got the small dig to start off with the S's for the C category. Is anyone going to try anything? Is Tim going to try and break the elastic? Doesn't look like it. But he is marking Tim all the way. And then on the other side, we have got the final of the climbs with the B categories also going up. The Watopia Com. They are starting to pull. They're dropping the feathers. For those that are new, the power-ups are like, what they are, as they say, they're there to aid in the rider. So we've got feather and aero today. So feather makes you lighter, aero makes you faster. Bonk. I don't even know what you're trying to tell us there, Paul. But this is good for good riding from both the B's and the C's. So Rich is leading the charge in this little group. They are closing the gap between there's 3 riders in front. Paul S from the TFC looks like he's going to get caught. Maybe not, I don't know. But Rich is definitely now stringing the pack out. John Mead second behind. Nick also with John. So what Rich will need to really do now is once he gets to the top part of this and gets to the banner, he needs to just carry that momentum over and just not ease off on the pedals. Because if he does, then the likes, for example, there with Nick grabbing it on and pulling it back in. Johnny's still there as well. So everyone's caught back on. So hopefully Rich has not spent any two other matches there to do that. Meanwhile, going over to the C category then, as you can see, we've got the C categories now coming to the final part. I think we can swing over to the main, put this on the main camera. Okay, so we can watch this in now. So we've got Tim Collins here. This should be the finish, he says. Unfortunately, I will not be able to see the banner. So it's going to, because it's a virtual one. So we're going to have to guess here by what people do. But we are 31. So yeah, we've got 500 meters in now until the finish. 400 meters. They've got riders already starting to sprint off there for the C categories. Then I've got there. Who's this? Is that Craig already gone? Craig's going. Tim is stuck with him. No, Tim has stuck. He's now out of the saddle. He's pushing the watts down. We've got 9.4 watts per kilo. Is he going to bridge it over? Go on, Timmy or Craig. Who's he going to be? Oh, this is epic. And there you go. They've crossed the line and finished. Well done to the two of them. Great stuff. Great stuff. Great stuff. Let's try and find some other riders quickly. Right, let's quickly move back over to the other pen. Well done. What a ride. I think that would have been Craig that picked the W there, but well done to them both. Okay. Not sure if you can hear my youngster there. Right, okay. So, where are we with the B's? B's. That was a good ride from between both Timmy and Will there. Really good stuff. Well done, well done. Okay. So this little dig now. So they're probably riders are trying to save their matches because their sprint will be coming up. Okay, right. Craig, me, Ali, good stuff. Good. That was a really good bridge board on there, Timmy. That was a good cross. Right, here we go. So down we go, down we go. What are the riders going to do? Are they going to try and save their matches, try and recover on this last part of the course? The three protagonists throughout the most of this race then, Rich Smith, Nick and John. On rider, that Paul from TFC. Just getting into that tuck. The aero tuck only now actually works on the lead rider. If people are too close, then the person at the front gets the benefit of the tuck. Just for a nice, interesting tidbit that I've only recently discovered myself. Oh. Right, okay. Is this Rich gone early? No, he's eased off. But who's that with the flames? I think that is John Mead there. Flexing. Rich Smith has returned. 10 watts per kilo from Rich Smith there. Wow. John there, 7 watts. But Rich is carrying it on. Who's that coming in? Not worried about them. Who's that coming through now? Was that Nick H there? Nick H going through. He's taken the lead. Nick H looks like he's picked the win for the B categories in the services. Well done there to Nick. Well done, bro. Chapeau. Well done. And then it looked like we had Rich and then John first, second, and third. Really good riding there. Well done. Right, let's see who we can find. Let's go to find the D category. So what we've got, Matt is just cresting the Villa climb. That was one hell of a sprint. You are not lying there. Really good. That was, yeah, one impressive sprint. So while we are watching Matt, let's see. Let's get the keyboard out. Hey, I'm just going to bring up. Hopefully, I do pick 2. Go. We're watching. Now, let's go for results. Nothing yet. Out live. Right, yeah. So Craig, Tim, and Tom, and then Richard Barmont with the for the Navy there as well with the 4th spot. Looks like we've got Mike Goff. Well done, Mike. Sorry, we didn't really catch much of the A's. But Mike just being consistent with his racing. And he's really dominated the A category there. So well done to him. The pleasure's always off. I'm off to spit. Do you not want to, Tim? Do you not want to hear what's next week before you go? I was gonna save it right to the end, but we can talk about it now if you're interested in knowing where we're going, because we had a slight change to what was scheduled. So yeah. Actually, you know what? Let's quickly think about this. How are we going to put back on that? Yep. Yeah. Oh, now I've got Yeva. Give me a second. So, a slight change of heart of what we're going to do. I thought, you know what? Let's pick something new. We will be going to the Coastal Crown Loop, which is on part of the new grade segment. Okay, so yeah, so we are going to be taking on, or you guys are going to be taking on, not me, the Coastal Crown Loop, which is all part of the grade section. We've got well, you'll be going down the grade, but as you can see with the elevation, it's a little bit cheeky. So yeah, I spoke to Zwift and they were happy to change the event, and take on this challenge. So I think depending on the categories again, it's going to depend how we're going to do it. Because in 2 laps, too committed to GC not to turn up for sure. So for 2 laps is 38 kilometers. So I'm thinking that most likely it will be A's and B's that will do the 1 lap. 2 laps, and the C's and D's will do just the 1 lap. But we'll see how I feel. So yeah, that is that's what's coming up next. Yeah, I hope you're excited. I'm glad. I'm really chuffed that we've managed to do this and get this going. So just checking out there, Mr. Whitaker anyway. Let's go over to there. He is now going to be finishing off in the C category. So well done to Matt there. All right, Tim. Have a good spin, mate. Right. So as we know, Matt is going to comfortably win that one. Emma Price, not too far behind, I think. Was that Emma Price there? No, that's not Emma Price. Where's Emma Price gone? Oh, John. There's John. He's coming to the end now. So it was a close finish there, I think, in the end, actually. Let's check Ad 80 out. What else we got? Got quite a few riders still out on course. All working hard to finish the race. Bit of a cheeky one, this one. I won't lie, but we like cheeky, don't we? So yeah, right. Let's have a look at what the results are, shall we? See if the results are coming yet. Still nothing updated yet. Let's check live out. So let's go and see what the A's were. So Mike and Rob there. James Phillips. That was the one that was wearing that jersey. B Cats. So yeah, Nick, Rich, and John. And then Matt Davis, James Breaks, Paul Spence there with James, Lee Jones, just a little bit further behind, Graham King as well, and Paul Deering and Marcus. Mason, let's see how Ben Spittle still yet up. Well, it says 0, so he's crossed the line. So yeah, good work there in the C's then. So Craig, Tim, and Tom with Rich, gang. Russ Miller is in amongst all that. Craig and Dave round in the top 20. And then we've got in the D's, Luke Fountain ended up there. We've got Matt that's just crossed the line. I think, there you go. John Bissett there taking second place, only just in the end. So Matt it wasn't a comfortable win for Matt. He had 20 seconds in the end from John. So John must have had a really good second half to that race as well. Yeah, great Ross. Yeah, Will, thanks for jumping in. Sorry, I was not reading the messages. Thanks, Will, for jumping in. Looks good next week, Oz. Yep, yeah, it's good. Yeah, I'm happy that we got something a bit different. I didn't want to have like the same kind of courses and that. So it's nice that we've got one of the new ones. So hopefully as well, that might help encourage other riders to get amongst it, to get them, those that like to collect the badges at least anyway. Let's see what it is and they'll take part. But yeah, all in all though, another great race from everyone. Well done. Yeah, I think we've had a good one today. We look forward to next week. Hopefully, I will be able to commentate. It's a bit on the fence whether or not I'm going to be in Larkhill on Monday or Tuesday. Hopefully, Tuesday is going to be the day that we're travelling down, and therefore I can provide a coverage on the final race. It'd be a shame that if I can't, but if I can't, it is what it is. Yeah. So I think that will be me. I'll call it a wrap there. Great riding once again from everyone. Hopefully you've all enjoyed it. Hopefully you're all enjoying the series. And yeah, I'll catch you all soon. For those that are staying tuned, tomorrow we have got the what's it called? Swift Racing League Summer Showdown. The Wolfhounds in the C category are looking pretty at the moment in their group. They're actually leading. And we've got another new course. It's a party that we are riding on tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be riding that one, and I'll be streaming it as well live so that you can all catch me suffering. So yeah, have a good one everyone, and I'll catch you all soon. Have a good night. Bye bye.